All right, my lovelies. In this reading, we are going to be tuning into what light codes are you activating at this time. So this is a timeless reading. So it's not just for this time in the month of October. It can be any time you are drawn to this reading and click on it. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're drawn to more than one piles, and you're probably going through multiple activations. So without further ado, let's jump in. We have here pile 1, or the rose quartz, here pile 2, or the amethyst, and here pile 3, or the clear quartz. So take a moment and tune in, and then I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1, or the rose quartz. Okay, so those of you who chose pile 1, or the rose quartz, the types of light code activations you are experiencing right now have to do with healing. So this could be emotional healing, mental healing, physical healing. I feel like it's multiple areas, but I feel like, each person is going to feel them differently or feel it in different areas. But in a general sense, that's what's happening. So I feel like for most of you, it's emotional, but I feel like some of you, it could be mental and physical as well. And the reason I say that I feel like most of you, it's emotional is the fact that I was compelled to use the rose quartz to represent this card before I even knew what it was. I feel like you guys might be prompted to make changes in your life for the sake of your healing, but you also might be going through actual sensations. You might be feeling energy moving around in your body, or might be dealing with some aches and pains, maybe cold and hot sensations, maybe feeling like, raised pores, or feeling tickling, almost like maybe something is crawling on you. I also feel like it represents like the rainbow color. I'm getting that this represents all chakras as well. So I feel like a lot of you might be going through healing in your chakra system as a whole and in your energy bodies as a whole. So, because I am going to be posting this on both Patreon and YouTube, if you are one of my patrons on Patreon, I highly recommend you start working on healing the energy bodies, both light and shadow, and working with the chakra points, the major and minor chakra points. And I do have guided meditations, sigils, mudras, etc. on Patreon that you can use to help you in that process as well. Okay. So that's basically what I got for you. Pile 1 or the rose quartz. Have a good one. I'm going to move on to 2. Okay, those of you who chose Amethyst Sphere or number 2, the light codes that you're activating right now have to do with the crown chakra. So you may be dealing with headaches, feeling lightheaded, feeling a sense of kind of an expanded sensation around your head or your crown, feeling pressure in that area, having ringing in your ears. You might even be, I want to add, for some of you, you might even be having electronic disturbances going on, or you might feel almost like you're not really tapped in at this level. Like you might be more so connecting to higher dimensions, and you might feel as though you're not quite grounded at this time. You might be seeing actual light codes when you're sleeping at night or when your eyes are closed, or you might just be getting like random flashes or images, or have really strange dreams where you're like talking to people, but you don't really understand the language. You don't really know what's being said, but you know that it's somehow being absorbed by your unconscious. So this is a type of light code activation you guys are dealing with. So if you're one of my patrons or you're interested in joining Patreon, I really recommend checking out dealing with the crown chakra and the soul star chakra as far as different meditations and mudras are concerned. Also dealing with activating the light body. But I want to add, don't forget to ground. Like if you start feeling like you're lightheaded or dizzy, make sure that you're grounding. You can either ground in the void or you can ground in the earth. Those are the 2 templates that I have anyway that you can use if you guys are using my templates. Of course, you can also feel free to use your own templates or other templates, of course. So that's what I have for you guys. Pile 2. All right, those of you who chose pile 3 or the clear quartz sphere, The light codes you're activating right now is really more so less of light codes and more of a DNA or consciousness expansion. So it's more so you're sort of activating from within. You're not really receiving downloads, and you're activating within, you're expanding out. So you might be having dreams where you're traveling to places that you've never been before. You may find yourself shifting in and out of realities where you're like in somebody else's life, whether that's in the dream state or the waking state. You may find yourself shifting paradigm views out of nowhere, or suddenly just feeling like you're getting these like massive epiphanies that are really broad stroke or really intuitive or really enlightening. And in a general sense, you're just really expanding your conscious awareness and a point of view. So you might be experiencing some internal activations in your light body, your crystalline body, your diamond body, or even your black flame. And you are more than likely experiencing some third eye situation going on here, because I'm staying here with the eye. So for a lot of you, this type of expanded awareness is really dealing more so with the third eye and psychic awareness and being able to see, like clairvoyance specifically. But also I'm getting claircognizance as well. So hope this resonates. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And that's what I got for you guys for this. Take care and shalom.
Check out my website, thetantricdragoness.com, to book a private akashic reading or any other reading. Also, akashic portraits, consultations, shamanic journeys, starseed charts, primordial dragon fire healing, and much more. You can also subscribe to Patreon to learn how to do a lot of this yourself through various templates I've designed. Activate Diamond Consciousness, Activate the Black Flame, Journey the Underworld, Tantric Healing and BDSM, Astral Projection and Power, Shields, Cloaks, Wards, Learning Light Language, Exclusive and Premier Readings, Soul Fragment Retrieval, Advanced Ancestral Work, Creating Your Own Shamanic Sanctuary, and much more. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned for future videos.